Good morning, everybody. It is me again, Minister Swift Witness or Minister Derek Richardson, aka Swift Witness. It is early, and most of y'all who know me, usually that's when God deals with me and wakes me up. Right now, it's probably, what time is it? It's 10 till 4 o'clock in the morning. And I actually I've had some dreams tonight. But you dreamers, you understand sometimes when you have those dreams, um, they don't all come back clear until maybe later on that next day. Then you begin to catch them and understand, and that's when you write them down. So those dreams I'm not going to talk about right now, but I did have a dream last night that I wanted to make sure that it was very clear to me. I saw it very clearly, but I wanted to make sure and that I remembered everything, and I did. So I'm gonna give you guys that dream tonight. On the 24th, which was yesterday, I had a very interesting dream, and in this dream, um, you know how some dreams you're actually in the dream and you're participating, or in the vision and participating, or either you're on the outside of a dream looking in, or either you're on the outside of a vision looking in. This is one of those dreams where I was on the outside looking at every all the activity. Just so you know that. This was a very interesting dream. In this dream, I saw amusement parks. I was in a particular amusement park, but at the same time, in my spirit, I knew that these activities that I was looking upon was happening in amusement parks all over either the nation or either the world. It was more like amusement parks all over the world that I knew this activity was happening in my spirit. And what was going on in these amusement parks was that on all the huge rides, you know how you have the Ferris wheel and the big tall roller coasters and rides that that ride very high and go up and down and around, rides that swing out wide and go up high. Just different. I can't name the different rides. I'm not an amusement park person, but there were people. I mean, there were literally hundreds upon hundreds, I may as well say thousands of people, because this was happening all over the globe in different, uh, uh, what I would say, I know what it represented. It was different economic systems, different, it was the economy, it was the livelihood of people, it was the society of people, it was the society. So I knew that the amusement parks represented the society, and what was happening was people were being thrown, not thrown off by other people, but the rides were rigged. Did you hear me? The rides were rigged, and I knew it was particular rides, but it was all of the rides that were just the I don't want to say um the it was not just the real tall rides, but any ride that was high or did some twisting or slung out really wide or went up high. It was the majority of the rides. Let me put it like that. It was the majority of the rides. And what happened were people were being um, thrown off of these rides. They were slung off of these rides from up very high, and they were falling from everywhere. I mean, from everywhere in the amusement park. And there it was literally piles of people, just piles upon piles of people in the amusement parks. And I saw the people. At one point, the dream was where my vision, I could go in close, kind of like you take a phone or a camera and you zoom in. My vision was able to zoom in and I could see people with broken bones. Some people had parts actually missing from their bodies, and the people were I mean the people were in pain. And there were heaps of people, and there were people actually sliding off of the heaps as they would come falling from the air onto the heaps and landing on the people. Some of them would just slide down, bones crushed. They were just moaning. Some were screaming, some was in deep agony. It was painful, and they were falling from everywhere. Now also, what I saw in the dream, there was a particular type of group of people that were like, I could see them like shadow like. I saw them, but I didn't see them clearly. And they were tall people, very, very tall people, and that you could tell that they were stronger people, physically, or I don't know how to put it. They were their continence was an unusual type continence, and there were many of them, but not near as many as there were humans that was out there, actually individual human people. And the reason I say that was because these people had no conscience or feelings or emotions toward the people who was falling and was getting hurt. And they were actually what you would call, they were monitoring the situation strategically in different places of the amusement park. They was making sure that the rides were rigged the right way, and that the people were falling and getting hurt, and they had no conscience. I mean, they had no emotions about it. They were cold hearted, but they were not. These people were not. I can almost say they were almost like not human. They were inhuman, but they were huge people. They were tall, and you could tell that their countenance was stronger, but it was not near as many as them as it were human. But they had the control over what was happening, and it was as if as they were watching it, the people couldn't see them. They couldn't see them. They couldn't see that these people had these rides strategically rigged up. They couldn't see that these people were actually overseeing everything and watching it happen. And so that was the totality of the dream. And I woke up like, wow. And I immediately, this is what I believe the dream is saying. Now, some of you have seen some of my videos about the coming financial system, and man, if you go on YouTube, you will see experts. I mean, people who have worked with the upper financial economic people in the world. You got some people, that's their profession, that is what they do, and they have come away, and have some of them have been fired from different huge companies that laid them off because they didn't want to go with the norm of things, because they know that there are some very, very some very dirty and criminal things that are going on, very wicked and crude things that are going on in the economic system. So I do believe in a coming economical crash or collapse. But this dream, I knew that the amusement parks represented the economy, the society, and those people that was watching over it, I truly believe were the people of the elite. And not only the elite people that we never see, we never know of, that actually control the money and the financial system. I believe that, but I also believe in something else that I keep telling you guys I'm going to come with a study about, which I told you guys I'll be coming with the study on the end time as far as the book of Enoch, combined with the book of Revelations, combined with the book of Genesis, combined with the entire Bible, also connected to transhumanism and also cloning. So I'm still getting that ready for you guys. I may just have to do it the way I'm doing it now and condense it and come pretty quick because there's some people starting to come out with it. That's how I know God has ordained me to do it. But what I wanted to say about this particular dream, I believe that God was showing me that there is coming a time really, really soon, and it's already happening, where the people of society will begin to drastically fall in their finances, in their livelihood. It's going to be a hardship that's going to hit the economy, and people of every nationality I saw, which means people of every creed, every nation, is going to affect everybody because I saw people of every color, every race that was falling, whether they were rich or whether they was middle class or whether they were lower class. People were falling from everywhere in the amusement park from all different type rides, which I know represented different parts, different types of people from different lives, and people in different economic systems or societies, and they were just falling, and they were being hurt. I mean, bones broken. Some of the parts of people's bodies were missing, and they were just crying out, screaming, and in pain. And I believe that that's literally going to happen as far as our livelihood and what we know as the norm in society today, as far as our financial system, jobs, even in the food industry. As you know, all we eat now is GMO, genetically modified organics. That's all we eat now. Even the seeds are copied. The very seeds are copied. So the society is just coming to a collapse. It's going to come to a collapse, a just a simple collapse. So I believe with all my heart that that's what that dream was. If any of you guys have any other interpretation of it, feel free to comment. I really appreciate you guys that are commenting. I really appreciate you guys that are following me. But I knew I had to get this dream up, and it was as I was dreaming it, I remember feeling the um, the emotional hurt for all those. It was just so many people. It was just upon thousands of people just falling from high rides. I mean, and the rides were rigged. You know the way that the elite, they rig the economic system. They rig the financial system that they may gain and that they may have a prosperous life. And I really truly believe it was also sort of like a global warming type situation. It's just so much tied into it. So you guys who interpret, come on, give some comments if you want to. But I wanted to, as a watchman on the wall, I wanted to release this video. I love you guys. Y'all have a great, great, great night. Amen.